What even just happened? That was insane. Red Orchestra 2 released back in 2011. Now the heydays of the game may be far behind us by now. I would like to answer the question whether or not this game is still worth playing and getting in 2024. Especially seeing as the small multiplayer fan base is still very dedicated to it. Honestly, it's a testament to both the game and its community that it's still ongoing almost 13 years later, and I even get to make this video on it in the first place. However, there is more than just a question whether or not it's worth playing. There are things on the horizon for the series, some of which we'll take a look at in this video. I'd like to answer my own question right away, which is this game still worth playing in 2024? And the answer honestly is a resounding yes. If you own the game already, there's really nothing stopping you from most likely finding a game relatively quickly. Now, if you don't own the game, I wouldn't recommend buying it for full price, but when it's on sale for the cost of like 2.5 large McDonald's coffees, you're definitely gonna get your money's worth. Now, with that out of the way, we have to discuss Red Orchestra 3, or rather the lack of Red Orchestra 3. Obviously, after Red Orchestra 2 and Rising Storm, we received Rising Storm 2, but it's been quite quiet since then, especially from Tripwire. There's a bunch of tweets that have gone out over the years, some of my own as well, asking them, hey, you know, any information, any news? And usually it was like, oh yeah, there's something coming, or there's something in the works, or we're working on it, or an announcement will be made in due time. Now, those tweets are 4, 5, 6 years old at this point. Of course, people may tweet Tripwire and receive some more of these copium injections like these tweets. Until they showcase any sort of trailer or gameplay, I would really stop holding your breath for it, because it's probably not going to happen. However, at one point we did sort of get a Red Orchestra 2.5 in the form of the Heroes of the West mod, which added American and British forces as well as Western Front maps to the game. This mod was surprisingly free and definitely showcased that Red Orchestra 2 had a lot of potential left. This mod came out years before Hell Let Loose and Postscriptum, now called Squad 44, kind of makes you wonder what would have happened if Tripwire actively looked into supporting the mod, or perhaps even focusing on developing a game to follow up on Red Orchestra 2 around that time. However, when you look at the timelines, it is very likely that they were already actively working on Rising Storm 2 at that point, instead deciding to focus more on the Vietnam War and maybe try to move away from World War II. Now, personally, I was never a huge fan of Rising Storm 2's gameplay, especially considering the majority of players on each team went from having a bolt-action rifle to now having either semi-auto or even fully automatic capable weapons a lot more often, and it really felt more like a run-and-gun simulator compared to Red Orchestra 2. Granted, the addition of helicopters with Rising Storm 2 was a very cool feature, and especially some of the tunnels that are present on maps make for some interesting gameplay. The reason I bring up Rising Storm 2 isn't to give it some sort of backhanded compliment, it's really because I want to bring up Black Orchestra 3754, which is a mod that was announced for it a while back. I plan to do more of a deep dive into it soon, but basically it's going to be an all-encompassing overhaul to turn Rising Storm 2 into what a community-made Red Orchestra 3 could have looked like, with new factions, theaters such as North Africa, and more. Hopefully the team behind it will share a little bit more info soon. When you talk about the future of the Red Orchestra series, we can't not talk about the game called 83. This was originally meant to be developed by Antimatter, who worked on Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. However, when the Antimatter studio was closed down, the future of 83 became, well, quite bleak. However, it appears a new developer has actually picked up on 83, and it might still see the light of day. Blue Dot Games is the new listed developer on Steam, and they actually have an active Discord where they showcase some of their development. Much like Black Orchestra, I hope to do a deep dive into 83 very soon, especially with their latest announcement that is going to be a trailer for 83 on June 9th. I'm pretty sure we'll have a lot of stuff to go over in the near future. Of course, this game won't be a World War II game, and I'm not here saying that 83 will be like a Red Orchestra 3, but 83 might just be a future step for developers to see that there is still a huge audience for games like this, and maybe we'll see a Red Orchestra 3 in a far future. Red Orchestra 2 might be turning 13 years old this year. There is still a decently sized, though ever dwindling player base, which will help you experience what I would argue is one of the best World War II shooters out there. Oh, there we go. Got the tank protected. I gotta make sure that they don't push from his left side. Oh, is that an enemy? That was the luckiest kill ever. The guy was like right in front of me. I actually saved the tank with that too, because I'm pretty sure that was an engineer. I just saw like a shadow, but it's very hard to see anything here. Oh, never mind. I take that back. Oh, I'm right next to a stationary machine gun. That's actually maybe not the best. He's done. He's done. Let's get a reload going. Oh, let's not move that way. Clearly, the flank of exploding people and body parts, not where we want to be. You can actually press 6, and then you get the little under scope view. It's not the best because it's kind of blurry and blocked, but it does allow you to get some really cheeky, easy eyes on people who are pushing in the fog. But, you know, more of a wider field of view kind of deal. Get some ammo to this guy. We're gonna have to stay inside B though, and guy on the left just died. This machine gunner just got shot by someone. But who? Did I get him? Got him with that one. That's what matters. That might have been the guy who just killed the machine gunner in front of me. It's unfortunate I couldn't save him, but... Is that a German? It was. I don't know where my that first shot went. He's down. Okay, is this good? Oh, I just blew a hole in the barbed wire. Got that machine gunner. I think I want to say that guy had maybe kind of figured out that I was up here. I mean, I'm not in the most hidden position ever anyway. That was an enemy. Could barely tell even from where I was. That's another one, 194 meters. Good angle from here. Go for the quick reload, because I know they're pushing on this left side as I speak. I got 2 of them. I probably should have switched to my iron sight, but there was at least another dude behind. Well, unfortunate, we didn't get to keep it. Oh. Was that a... He's right behind 2 Germans. How am I supposed to know he's a friendly?